The man who investigated corruption in Chicago announces today that he will run for the U.S. Senate from Illinois. The city's former Inspector General, David Hoffman, says he'll fight political corruption in Washington, just like he did here in Chicago. ABC 7 political reporter Charles Thomas joining us with more on Hoffman's announcement.
Alan, Linda, David Hoffman stunned the state political scene 2 weeks ago when on the internet he wrote that he would run for the United States Senate. He is a political newcomer who will campaign with his reputation as a corruption fighter. The 42-year-old former federal prosecutor arrived holding his 2-year-old son Grayson. He announced his intent to run on his campaign webpage last month. This morning's appearance made it official.
Today, I'm very proud to announce my candidacy for the United States Senate.
The North Shore native and graduate of New Trier High School, Yale, and the University of Chicago Law School worked the past 4 years as Chicago's Inspector General. His investigations led to numerous corruption cases, and earlier this year, a searing report on Mayor Daley's bungled parking meter lease deal. Hoffman says his years as a corruption fighter makes him the best candidate to face likely Republican nominee Mark Kirk.
I heard Congressman Mark Kirk say the other day that he's running for Senate to end corruption in Illinois. Well, I've got news for Mark Kirk. While you've just discovered a campaign issue, I've been leading this fight for years.
I believe that David Hoffman's background as a former prosecutor and the Inspector General of Chicago takes a key issue off the table in the November election.
Earlier this year, Hoffman served on the Illinois Reform Commission chaired by former federal prosecutor Patrick Collins.
I think this is an uphill climb, but I applaud him for getting in the race, and I want to support him.
Hoffman's primary opponents are Illinois Treasurer Alexi Janulius and Chicago Urban League President Cheryl Robinson Jackson, who has yet to make her formal announcement. Neither would comment on Hoffman. In his first campaign for any office, Hoffman says he'll run as the ultimate outsider.
For all those whose voices aren't heard, whose interests are ignored, and whose tax dollars are wasted, this campaign is for you.
Hoffman left that Chicago event to board a bus headed to Springfield to make his downstate announcement.